Ladies and gentlemen, friends and dreamers, today I come with a message that echoes through every heart that has ever questioned its own potential, every soul that has doubted its own ability to rise. My message today is simple yet powerful. Trust your wings. We live in a world full of questions, don't we? Questions that often start as a whisper and grow into a roar. What if I'm not enough? What if I fall flat on my face? What if my dreams are bigger than my abilities? These questions come to all of us, no matter how strong or self-assured we may appear on the outside. But I am here to remind you that strength doesn't mean having all the answers. It means believing in the potential you have yet to uncover. In life, many of us find ourselves standing at the crossroads of possibility and doubt. We wonder if we are enough, if we have what it takes to meet the demands of our dreams or the challenges that confront us. It is a deeply human experience to feel the sting of inadequacy, the gnawing worry that our gifts and talents are too small for the immense calling we sense inside. Yet even in our moments of doubt, there is an inner whisper, a resilient voice that urges us forward. It says, "You are capable. You are built for this." This call asks us to embrace our potential, even when our hearts are heavy with self-questioning. To embrace your potential is to recognize that you possess gifts waiting to be activated, even if you cannot fully see them yet. It is to accept that your purpose is valid and significant, no matter how modest or grand it appears. Embracing potential isn't about arrogance or pretending you have it all together. It's about an honest acknowledgement that you were made for more than a life limited by fear and doubt. We are each designed with a unique purpose, and that purpose demands that we keep evolving, keep stretching, and keep believing, even when we feel we have reached our breaking point. Let's be honest, life doesn't make it easy to hold on to this truth. The pressures and setbacks we face can be disheartening. We experience failure, and with failure comes an invitation to retreat, to build a fortress around our dreams to keep them from ever being bruised again. It is easier to stay where it feels safe. It is easier to choose the familiar, to shrink back rather than step forward. But greatness never comes from comfort zones. Progress demands risk. Growth requires stepping into the unknown, trusting that the strength you need will show up when you need it. Often we underestimate our potential because we compare ourselves to others. We look at people who seem to be effortlessly succeeding, and we forget that their journey likely includes its own set of struggles, hidden from public view. Comparison is a thief that robs us of our joy and our drive. It blinds us to our unique path and convinces us that our gifts are insufficient. But here's the truth: your potential is not diminished because someone else shines. The world is expansive enough for multiple lights. Your light matters, and it will glow brighter the moment you stop trying to measure it against someone else's. Inadequacy is also fed by our past experiences. Maybe you've tried before and failed spectacularly. Maybe people in your life doubted you, or worse, told you outright that you were not enough. Their words took root, and even now they echo in your mind, holding you hostage. But your past does not define you unless you let it. Every setback, every failure was an opportunity to learn, to build resilience, and to sharpen your focus. Instead of seeing these moments as evidence of your inadequacy, view them as stepping stones towards your future self. It takes courage to look back at the moments that broke you and say, even there I was growing, even there I was being shaped for something more. Our potential is often obscured by fear: fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. These are formidable barriers. Yet, fear is not an indication that you should stop. It is often a sign that you are on the verge of a breakthrough. Imagine the butterfly who must first experience the darkness of the cocoon, the tight and uncomfortable process of transformation. It cannot stay a caterpillar and become a butterfly simultaneously. In the same way, we must be willing to leave behind old, limiting beliefs to step into our greatest selves. It is a process that demands faith, a willingness to believe in a version of ourselves we have not yet met. Embracing your potential requires self-compassion. Too often, we are our harshest critics. We focus on our flaws, our perceived weaknesses, and we talk to ourselves in ways we would never dream of speaking to someone we love. But real growth flourishes in environments of encouragement and grace. Be gentle with yourself. Remind yourself that you are on a journey and that every journey has its stumbling points. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Remember, the oak tree was once an acorn. It did not spring to life overnight, but grew inch by inch, season by season, through storms and sunny days alike. There is a spiritual aspect to embracing your potential as well. For many, this means recognizing that our gifts come from a higher power, that our lives are not random but intentional. We are not accidents of existence, but are here for a purpose. Leaning into that purpose requires faith that we are being guided, that we are not alone in our struggles, and that even when we cannot see the full picture, there is a design unfolding. Faith and action go hand in hand. You trust in something greater than yourself, and then you do the work, believing that your efforts are being multiplied. What does it mean to put this belief into action? It means showing up even when you don't feel ready. It means daring to speak, write, create, and lead even when you think someone else could do it better. It means saying yes to opportunities that scare you because deep down, you know they are what you need to grow. It means investing in yourself, whether that's through education, mentorship, or simply the daily discipline of refining your skills. People who live up to their potential aren't always the most talented. They are the ones who refuse to quit. They are the ones who keep showing up day after day, choosing to believe in their worth, even when it isn't validated by instant success. Embracing your potential also means surrounding yourself with people who uplift and challenge you. Community matters. Your environment can either foster your growth or stifle it. Seek out those who believe in you, who speak life into your dreams, and who hold you accountable to the greatness they see in you. At the same time, don't let the naysayers distract you. Not everyone will understand your vision, and that's okay. Your calling is not a conference call. Trust that the right people will see and support your journey as you step into it. Finally, remember that embracing your potential is not a one-time decision. It's a daily commitment. Every morning you have to choose to believe that you are worthy of the effort, that your dreams are worth pursuing, and that your wings will grow stronger with every leap you take. It's about showing up even when the world tells you to sit down. It's about pushing forward even when your past failures try to hold you back. It's about choosing courage over and over again until the extraordinary within you becomes your reality. So wherever you are right now, know this: you are capable of more than you imagine. Your potential is vast, waiting for you to unlock it. Embrace it. Trust in it. Let it guide you to places you never thought possible. You are enough, and your wings are ready. It's time to soar. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions we face in our lives. It has a unique ability to grip us tightly, to whisper lies into our ears, and to create walls that separate us from the future we dream of. Fear comes in many forms: fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of change, and even the fear of success. These manifestations of fear can paralyze our progress, freezing us in place when we should be moving forward. Yet, while fear may be inevitable, it is not insurmountable. We can learn to recognize it, challenge it, and keep moving forward despite its presence. Understanding how to do this is essential if we want to live fully and reach our true potential. The first thing to understand about fear is that it often shows up when we are on the brink of something significant. It is almost as if fear is an indicator that we are about to step into new territory, territory where growth and opportunity lie. Mistake of thinking that we have to eliminate fear entirely before we can take action. We wait to feel completely confident, to have all the answers, or to be free from anxiety. But that day may never come. Fear rarely disappears on its own. Rather, it tends to shrink when we confront it head on. This means that sometimes you have to take a leap of faith, even when your heart is pounding and your hands are trembling. Courage, after all, is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in spite of it. Consider how many dreams have died at the hands of fear. People who are on the verge of starting a business, writing a book, or pursuing a career change often let fear paralyze them into inaction. The longer you dwell in fear, the more it begins to erode your confidence and enthusiasm. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more you hesitate, the more you believe you are incapable. Your dreams grow dusty and your goals feel like distant fantasies. This is why it is crucial to disrupt the cycle of fear before it takes root. The only way to do this is through action. Even the smallest steps forward can weaken fear's hold on you. Action breeds momentum, and momentum is fear's greatest enemy. One of fear's favorite tactics is to make everything feel monumental and overwhelming. It amplifies the risks, magnifies the stakes, and convinces you that any misstep will be catastrophic. But when you break your goals down into manageable steps, fear loses some of its power. Instead of focusing on the entire mountain you have to climb, concentrate on taking the first step, then take the next and the next. Progress isn't always about giant leaps, often it's about small, consistent actions that add up over time. By doing this, you prove to yourself that you are capable, that the risks are manageable, and that fear doesn't have to dictate your decisions. Another important strategy in overcoming fear is to reframe how you view failure. Many people are paralyzed by the fear of failing, so much so that they never even try. But failure is not the end of the world, it is a teacher. It provides valuable lessons and insights that can propel you forward if you are willing to learn. Every successful person has faced setbacks, but they did not let those moments define them. Instead, they used their failures as stepping stones to refine their approach and grow stronger. When you start to see failure as a natural and even necessary part of the journey, fear begins to lose its sting. You understand that a stumble is not a dead end, but an opportunity to recalibrate. Fear also has a way of making you feel alone, as though you are the only one struggling with doubts and insecurities. But this couldn't be further from the truth. Everyone, even the most accomplished and confident people, battles fear. The difference is that some people have learned to manage it better. They have developed strategies for moving forward in spite of it, and they understand that fear is a shared human experience. When you recognize that you are not alone, it becomes easier to muster the courage to push past your fears. Sometimes sharing your concerns with someone you trust can be incredibly liberating. They may offer support, perspective, or even a simple reminder that fear is normal and doesn't have to control your life. Visualization can also be a powerful tool in combating fear. Often we allow fear to run wild in our imaginations, conjuring up the worst case scenarios. But what if you use your imagination to your advantage instead? Take time to vividly imagine what it would feel like to achieve your goals, to experience the joy and fulfillment of success. Picture yourself overcoming obstacles with grace and strength. And this kind of positive visualization can help rewire your brain, making your goals feel more attainable and your fears less threatening. By focusing on what you stand to gain rather than what you could lose, you shift your mindset from one of scarcity to one of possibility. Fear thrives in the unknown, and that's why preparation can be a useful antidote. When you take the time to equip yourself with knowledge and skills, you naturally feel more confident. Preparation won't eliminate fear entirely, but it will give you the reassurance that you are capable of handling what comes your way. Yet it's important to strike a balance. Don't let preparation become an excuse for perpetual delay. Sometimes the best way to prepare is to start and learn along the way. Life will never hand you a perfect moment to act, you have to create it. One of the hardest truths about fear is that it often comes from a place of love. We fear failing because we care deeply about our dreams. We fear judgment because we long for connection and acceptance. We fear the unknown because we want to protect ourselves and our loved ones. Understanding this can be empowering. It means that fear isn't your enemy, it's just a misguided guardian trying to keep you safe. Thank it for its concern, but don't let it make decisions for you. Use that underlying love and passion to fuel your progress rather than hinder it. Ultimately, the path to progress is not about erasing fear, but about building enough trust in yourself to move forward regardless. It's about remembering that growth is uncomfortable by design and that every step outside your comfort zone is a step toward your higher self. It's about acknowledging fear but refusing to let it dictate your actions. You have the power to keep progressing, to keep pushing, and to keep believing in your dreams. Fear may always be a companion on this journey, but it does not have to be the driver. Take the wheel, move forward even when you're scared. That is where true progress lies. Preparation is the cornerstone of meaningful success. It is the bridge between hope and achievement, the tangible proof that you are committed to turning your dreams into reality. Far too often, people fall into the trap of believing that hope alone will carry them through life's challenges. They hold on to the idea that if they dream big enough and wish hard enough, everything will magically fall into place. But as powerful and inspiring as hope can be, it cannot replace the grind, the discipline, and the intentional effort required to make those dreams come true. Hope can ignite your passion, but it is hard work that shapes that passion into something real and enduring. Hard work and preparation are two sides of the same coin. To prepare effectively for your goals, you must be willing to put in the effort day in and day out, even when motivation wanes. The world is full of talented people who never reach their potential because they rely solely on their natural abilities and never put in the work. Talent and hope can give you a head start, but it is relentless preparation that keeps you moving forward when challenges arise. Hard work gives substance to hope. It transforms your dreams from abstract visions into achievable realities. Without it, even the most hopeful aspirations remain out of reach. Think about an athlete training for a marathon. They cannot simply hope to cross the finish line without first putting in countless hours of running, conditioning, and building their stamina. The marathon is won not just on race day, but in the weeks and months of grueling preparation leading up to it. The same is true for any worthwhile pursuit in life. If you want to achieve something great, you must prepare thoroughly, putting in the hard work even when no one is watching. This commitment to preparation gives you the foundation you need to weather setbacks and adapt to unexpected challenges. It creates a resilience that hope alone cannot provide. Preparation also requires sacrifice. It often means saying no to distractions and short-term pleasures so that you can invest in your future. It may mean waking up early, staying up late, or spending time honing your skills when you'd rather be relaxing. These sacrifices are not easy, but they are necessary. The process of preparation demands discipline, which in turn cultivates a sense of inner strength and self-respect. Every time you choose hard work over complacency, you reinforce the belief in your ability to succeed. You prove to yourself that you are serious about your goals and willing to put in the effort required to achieve them. There is a misconception that people who work hard and prepare diligently are simply lucky or blessed with an innate ability to persevere. In reality, preparation is often a daily battle against self-doubt, fatigue, and the temptation to give up. It is choosing to push forward, even when the results are not immediately visible. It's understanding that the fruits of your labor may not come quickly, but trusting that they will come if you stay the course. Hard work is an investment in your future self, a testament to your faith in what you can become. And while hope can give you the initial spark, it is preparation that keeps that fire burning. Another important aspect of preparation is the ability to learn from your experiences. Every setback and every mistake can become a valuable lesson if you are willing to put in the effort to analyze and grow from it. This reflective process is a form of hard work in itself. It means acknowledging your shortcomings, being honest about where you need improvement, and then actively working to address those areas. Preparation is not about striving for perfection, but about continuous growth. It is about embracing the journey of becoming better, stronger, and more capable over time. Preparation also has a way of boosting your confidence. There is a certain kind of assurance that comes from knowing you've done everything in your power to get ready. When you step into a big moment, whether it's a job interview, a presentation, or a competition, you carry with you the knowledge of the countless hours you've invested. This preparation becomes a shield against anxiety and doubt. You can stand tall, knowing that you didn't leave your success up to chance. You put in the work, and now you are ready to face whatever comes your way. Hope may inspire confidence, but preparation solidifies it. In contrast, the lack of preparation can breed anxiety and insecurity. When you haven't put in the necessary work, you are left vulnerable to fear and self-doubt. You begin to question whether you belong in the space you've stepped into, and you may find yourself overwhelmed by the magnitude of the challenges you face. This is why preparation is not just a practical necessity, but a psychological one. It equips you with the mental fortitude to face obstacles head on. When you know that you have done your best to prepare, you are more resilient in the face of setbacks and you can recover more quickly from disappointments. Moreover, hard work and preparation helps you stand out. In a world where many people are content with doing the bare minimum, those who put in the extra effort inevitably rise above the rest. Employers, mentors, and collaborators recognize the value of someone who is dedicated and prepared. Opportunities are often given to those who demonstrate that they are ready to handle them, and that readiness only comes from hard work. Preparation creates a track record of reliability and excellence, paving the way for new possibilities and greater responsibilities. The journey of preparation is rarely linear. It is full of twists and turns, of moments where progress feels slow or non-existent. But even during those moments, your hard work is laying a foundation for future success. You may not see the results immediately, but the skills and knowledge you are building are accumulating, ready to be called upon when the time is right. Preparation is like planting seeds. You water them, nurture them, and wait patiently, trusting that one day they will grow. This requires faith in the process, a belief that your labor is not in vain. Preparation also teaches you the value of patience and delayed gratification. In today's world, where instant results are often glorified, it can be difficult to commit to the slow and steady path of hard work. But true success is rarely instant. It is built over time through perseverance and unwavering dedication. The ability to delay gratification, to work diligently now for a reward that may come much later, is a hallmark of those who achieve great things. Well, this mindset sets you apart, giving you the endurance to keep going long after others have given up. Hard work and preparation is also about being strategic. It's not just about working endlessly, it's about working smart. It's about setting clear goals, making a plan, and being intentional about how you use your time and energy. Effective preparation involves prioritizing tasks that have the greatest impact rather than getting caught up in busy work. It means being adaptable, willing to revise your approach when you realize something isn't working. Preparation is a thoughtful process, one that requires both effort and intelligence. The way we see the world shapes the way we experience it. Our attitudes, how we think, how we approach challenges, how we handle setbacks directly influence the altitude we reach in life. It's a simple truth: your altitude, the heights you will reach, are determined by your attitude. Your mindset is the lens through which you interpret the world and the tool that propels you toward or holds you back from your potential. It can either lift you to new heights or weigh you down, limiting your capacity for growth, success, and fulfillment. When we understand that our attitudes shape our realities, we unlock a powerful key to transforming our lives. Too often we blame external circumstances, our environment, our past, the people around us for the lack of progress we feel in our lives. We look to the world and say, if only things were different, I could be more successful. If only I had a different job, a different situation, I could achieve my dreams. But in truth, it's not the circumstances that determine our success, it's the way we choose to view and respond to them. While we cannot always control the circumstances that come our way, we can always control our attitude toward them. And our attitude is what will determine whether we soar to the heights of our potential or remain stagnant. Take a moment to consider this. Two people can be faced with the same set of challenges, the same difficulties, and yet their outcomes can be vastly different. One might rise above, using the situation as a stepping stone toward growth, while the other might remain defeated, bogged down by negativity and self-doubt. The difference: their attitudes. Attitude is the driving force that turns obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into lessons. It's not the problem that holds us back, but how we perceive it. A positive, growth-oriented attitude allows us to see opportunities where others see roadblocks. It enables us to stay motivated when things get tough and to push forward when the going gets hard. One of the greatest examples of this principle can be seen in the stories of people who have faced significant adversity and yet managed to rise to great heights. Think of individuals like Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison for his beliefs but emerged as a leader of peace, or Helen Keller, who, despite being both deaf and blind, went on to become an advocate for the disabled and an inspiration to millions. Their altitude was not determined by their circumstances, but by their attitudes. They chose not to be defined by their challenges. They refused to accept limitations based on what the world told them was possible. Instead, they cultivated an attitude of perseverance, resilience, and belief in something greater than the current moment. Their altitude was determined by their attitude. The impact of attitude on success is not limited to grand historical figures. It plays out in our everyday lives as well. Take, for example, the way someone approaches failure. A person with a positive attitude views failure as a lesson, a necessary step towards success. They see failure as a teacher, an opportunity to learn, adjust, and try again with a new understanding. But someone with a negative attitude might view failure as a confirmation of their inadequacy, a reason to give up and walk away. The former continues to climb higher because they know that failure is not final, it's simply part of the process. The latter, however, remains grounded, held back by a belief that they are not capable of reaching greater heights. Our attitudes also influence how we interact with others. A person with a positive attitude attracts positivity. Their optimism, energy, and outlook on life inspire others and create a network of support, encouragement, and collaboration. They draw people in because they believe in the potential of those around them and lift others as they climb. On the other hand, a person with a negative attitude may alienate themselves from others, draining energy from relationships and creating barriers that prevent growth. A positive attitude fosters an environment of empowerment and possibility, whereas a negative attitude can create walls and stagnation. Furthermore, our attitudes have a profound impact on our own personal development. People with a growth mindset, the belief that their abilities can be developed through hard work, dedication, and learning are far more likely to succeed than those with a fixed mindset. A person with a fixed mindset might believe that their abilities are predetermined and unchangeable, leading them to give up when faced with challenges. A growth mindset, however, views challenges as opportunities to develop, learn, and improve. This attitude of constant growth and self-improvement is what allows people to continuously rise, to reach higher altitudes, and to break through limitations that others might accept as insurmountable. Another critical aspect of attitude is gratitude. When we maintain an attitude of gratitude, we elevate our perspective on life. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. It allows us to see the good even in difficult circumstances. People with a grateful attitude are more likely to appreciate the journey they're on, regardless of the setbacks, and this appreciation gives them the strength to keep going. Gratitude fosters resilience, making it easier to face life's challenges with an open heart and mind. Those who focus on what they are thankful for are more likely to find opportunities and solutions where others see only obstacles. Attitude also plays a significant role in our ability to overcome fear. Fear is a natural response to the unknown, to stepping out of our comfort zones. But how we respond to fear makes all the difference. A fearful attitude will keep us stuck, unable to move forward, while a courageous attitude will allow us to confront our fears and press on. Courage does not mean the absence of fear, it means choosing to act in spite of it. Those with the right attitude understand that fear is simply a signal that they are growing, stretching, and moving toward new heights. They acknowledge the fear, but they do not let it control them. Instead, they let their desire to reach new altitudes fuel their actions, pushing them past fear and into progress. Our attitude also determines the level of resilience we develop. Life is filled with setbacks, disappointments, and challenges. How we react to these moments shapes our future. Someone with a resilient attitude will bounce back from failure, learn from their mistakes, and continue to move forward with greater determination. They know that setbacks are temporary and they don't let a single failure define their potential. A person with a resilient attitude doesn't see themselves as a victim of circumstances, but as the creator of their own destiny, capable of overcoming whatever obstacles may come their way. This ability to persevere, to rise each time we fall, directly determines how high we can go. Ultimately, the altitude you reach in life is determined not by how talented you are or by how many opportunities you are given, but by the attitude you choose to adopt. Your attitude will shape your approach to challenges, your interactions with others, and your willingness to grow. It will influence whether you persist in the face of adversity or give up in frustration. If you want to reach the highest heights, you must first cultivate an attitude that believes in possibility, growth, and perseverance. The world will often try to drag you down, but your attitude is the thing that will keep you soaring. Your altitude is and always will be determined by your attitude. In the end, life you create, the heights you reach, and the success you achieve are all shaped by the attitude you choose to carry with you. Hope and hard work are essential, but it is your attitude that ultimately determines how far you will go. Your mindset, your ability to embrace challenges, learn from failures, and view the world through a lens of possibility is what will propel you to greatness. The setbacks and obstacles that come your way will not define you, but your response to them will. You hold the power to rise above any situation, to see opportunities where others see barriers, and to cultivate a resilience that fuels your progress. When you believe in yourself, when you choose to face each day with courage, gratitude, and determination, you will find that your altitude is limitless. So choose your attitude wisely, for it is the foundation upon which your dreams will be built and the wings that will carry you to the heights of your potential. In closing, remember this: you were given wings for a reason. You weren't meant to stay bound by doubt or limited by fear. Trust in the gifts placed within you. Trust in the journey ahead. And trust that when you take that leap of faith, your wings will lift you to places you never dreamed possible. So, take flight, my friends. Trust your wings. The sky is waiting.